Boom, boom, Shane.
What up?
Episode 34.
I was trying to think of lyrics for that opening song there.
Yeah, you getting into the groove a little
I was
bit?
kind of wanting to get up and do a little shuffle.
Well, we got to get ready. Juke and jive, man. We got a lot of stuff coming up.
You do?
A lot of big stuff coming up. We got some big news today. We're going to lay some stuff out for everybody, but we got two special guests with us in the room. We got Mr. Wilfredo Guzman, second time being on the podcast with us. Thank you, sir. And then we got a first-timer on the podcast, a little banged up over here in a sling, Mr. Caleb Groves. We're going to talk about that, too.
I already nicknamed him as Chicken Wing over here.
Chicken wing. Chicken wing. Yeah. Caleb, why don't we go ahead and start off with this and just get it all right out there in the open. For anybody that's watching on YouTube, they can see the sling here. Let's talk about this.
So this past weekend at Dade City, the last race of the night, it was actually right after the finish line, after the checkered flag, off the track. So me and this kid were racing to the finish line. I ended up overshooting the finish line a little bit, and I landed right on the kicker, and it just ended up spitting me off. Landed right on my shoulder, snapped my collarbone.
After the checkered flag.
After the checkered flag.
Race is over.
Still won the race. Won the overall.
Still won.
Won the overall, but ends up breaking a collarbone.
Got your trophy.
There you go.
Get my trophy. Got my little plaque.
Yeah, nothing like getting hurt after the race is over.
Oh, yeah.
At least you won.
I did win, no matter what.
Yeah, that is a positive. That is a positive. So that kind of puts a little damper on some things, though.
Oh, yeah.
For the Future MX team, as Caleb Grove was gonna represent us in the pro sport and A classes up at Minios, but now he's got this fancy necklace that he gets to wear around holding his arm up. So sideline for Minios.
Unfortunately.
Still coming up to hang out, though. Still coming up to support the troops and the cause, but unfortunately going to be on the sidelines for Minios. So that was a bummer. That was
Super bummed about that.
Caleb is going on the IR, the injured reserve list. But
I'm taking you off my fantasy team.
so we did, and that's one of the things that I want to talk about on this episode, kind of the breaking news is that we finally, this week, literally as of 2 days ago, finalized our rider roster for Minios, for everybody that's going to be representing Future MX, graphics underneath the semi and everything like that. So we just finalized the team this week. It's kind of a late go for us as Minios is really close, but I mean, I'll be bluntly honest with everybody and everybody listening. I think that's part of the reason why we do this podcast is let people know what it takes to run a team and how to handle it. But with the acquisition of the property where the future facility is, obviously that takes a lot of resources, right? So both financially, physically, a lot of time and effort goes into that place. And we're a little bit behind the 8-ball, I guess you would say, as far as getting everything prepped, for Minios. But like I said, got it finalized this week and nailed down. So even though Caleb is going to be on the sidelines, we still got quite a few guys that are going to be there representing. And one of them, Mr. Wilfredo Guzman, he's been putting some time on that bike now, son.
So the last episode, I thought we were shooting for Loretta's, and you're going to Minios now.
Yeah, we are shooting for Loretta's, but using Minios just to see where I'm at.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but talk about you've been able to throw the leg over that bike some since the last episode that we had.
Yeah, I try to at least ride once in the week, and then definitely on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday. I think 3 weeks ago I went to Dade City just to
Get a gate drop?
Yeah, just to see where I was.
When was the last time that you had a gate drop before Dade City?
Probably 6 years before that.
6 years?
Yeah.
So then we just decided, hey, we got to bring it back to our roots. And go to Dade City.
How'd it go? Did you get a good start? Or?
So the first moto,
Shane,
I got
how can the kid not get a good start, man? He's
I'm
he's 84 pounds on
On a 450.
450.
The bike doesn't even know he's on it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I get it.
I did get the whole shot.
Oh, there you go.
He was sitting. He was sitting
So we're
on the
on-
handlebars.
So straight out the gate, we're already in the money.
Yeah, so
All
I
right.
got the whole shot. I led about 2.5 laps, and then I tucked the front. Just kind of ran out of talent. Really, I got arm pump.
All the above.
Happened.
All of the
Yeah.
above. I would say that would happen after 6 years.
Yep.
But it's good though. You got a gate drop. That 450 man's fast. That bike real fast,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
especially for a little man.
I was
Skinny.
right behind him when he went down.
Well, you and I talked about that a little bit. Some of that suspension setup,
Yeah.
we didn't really have the suspension at that time,
No, I
dialed
was,
in. You were just kind of riding, run
Yeah, I
what
was
you run
riding
type thing.
I was riding Aiden stuff, which
Yeah.
is stiff for me. He's probably like 150, 160, and
Yeah.
like you said, I'm about 80 pounds on that thing.
Yeah.
So I took it to Ronnie. I mean, great turnaround. Within, I think, maybe a day,
Yep.
he was done with it.
612 suspension, man, helped us all last year and continues to help us, and can't thank him enough for that. But yeah, Ronnie's good at the turnaround time, and now he's got you all dialed up and set up for you. Have you ridden it yet?
No, not
yet.
I'm going to ride tomorrow
2
at
days ago.
Orlando. Yep.
Okay. There you go. Nice. So kind of leading into that, Wilfredo's going to represent us at Mini-O's. How many classes did you sign up for?
2. So I'm doing plus 25 and plus 30.
Plus 25 and plus 30. Those are some quick classes.
Plus 25 is no joke.
Yeah.
Them guys are real fast. Mike Brown,
Oh, yeah.
he could probably win the A class.
Yeah. No, those are 2 tough classes there. So Wilfredo's going to go plus 25, plus 30. Caleb was going to be pro sport, but obviously we're on the sideline now, so he's going to be drinking a Gatorade, watching the races.
I mean, hey, they put a plate on and I'll go race.
Well, we did end up finalizing the rider roster this week, and we are going to have Evan Stewart. So Evan Stewart's going to represent us in the B class. Peter Parente. Peter's from the Chicago area, and he's going to come down, also ride in the B. Will Conaguire, a good friend of ours, Mr. EB, and Will and his dad, Bo, they are coming down. They're going to be joining us in the Schoolboy 1 and 125 BC class. Maddox Perk, number 43 KTM, is going to be in the, I think, Mini Senior 1, Mini Senior 2, one of the Super Mini classes, maybe a 85, 12 to 13 class, something like that. And then on our little bike side, that's going to represent us out there ripping around on some 50s, is going to be Rowdy Keelan. He had a great Gold Cup, went 1-1 in a couple of his classes at Gold Cup. So looking for good things out of Rowdy and having a good crew. But, Wilfredo, Evan, Peter, Will, Maddox, Rowdy. We'll have 6 riders underneath the awning this year at Mini-O's. Unfortunately, Caleb won't have his bike there, but he will be there. So if anybody wants to come by and see him and say, hey, we'll have all of our team pit shirts. Those should be in a couple days. So we'll be looking the part. We'll at least look like we know what we're doing. But yeah.
I can mechanic for someone.
You might have to take Wilfredo to the line.
That'll work.
Might have to take Wilfredo to the line over there. We'll see.
You know how to work a grill?
Oh, yeah.
Money.
Got a job for him. Got a job for him.
Yeah, lined up all week.
That's a pretty big lineup, man.
Yeah, and a lot of people, I mean, obviously, they've already asked, about, well, the team that we had last year with Aiden, Aiden's going pro, so he's not going to be racing Mini-O's. And then Drew Adams and Carson, both of them have their Team Green ride, and, we're rooting for them. We continue to support them any way that we possibly can. But, we'll be rooting for those guys. But with their Team Green deal, one of the questions I get, is why isn't Drew or why isn't Carson, going to be under the semi? And the real answer, I mean, it's their Team Green, and without being able to have, the Future MX as the dominant logo on the radiator shrouds or having a logo on the jersey. I mean, those guys have gear deals. They have, brand and team deals with Team Green, and they have to focus and work on, what their deal is with their contracts. So, still love them, would do anything for them, but this year we're going to kind of focus on just making sure that the Future MX logo is the dominant logo on the bike. So everybody is going to have matching graphics. It'll just change based on the brand of the bike that they're riding, because these guys, like Rowdy Keelan, he's got a Cobra, and then he's got a KTM 50, and then Wilfredo's going to be on one of the Future MX Cowies, and Peter Parente is going to be on a Husky. So the team kit that we've got designed for Mini-O's, which to me looks amazing. Verified Graphics did a great job, AJ Meadows and Dale Hutto. But the kit itself can change whatever brand. So like even Pooh Sipes, he's got the Yamaha YZ250. That thing looks so clean. I don't know if you saw the kit
it looks sharp
when he put it on, but no matter what brand of bike, the accent colors in the kit will change with the brand. So anybody that wants to run the Future MX graphics, you can get a hold of Verified Graphics and order them for yourself. But great relationship again. Team back up this year with Fox and Oakley. They've been with us now, for over a year, and going into our second year with them in the relationship. So we got Aaron Kane and his dad Kelly Kane are coming up to Mini-O's to hang out with us from Oakley, and great relationship again with Fox, and Austin Hoover helped us out getting some gear and everything lined up and ready to go. I think Willie G just got some freshies.
Yeah, they sent me a care package, man. I'm gonna be looking sharp.
Yeah. So huge thanks to Fox and Oakley. But yeah, that's our rider lineup for Minio. So as far as prep and everything like that goes, semi is going to go up the Monday before Minio starts. So the semi will go up Monday, and then I think we're going to go back up towards the end of that week, like Thursday, and then set the awning up on Friday. And then this year, Supercross practice starts on Saturday instead of Sunday. So they're kind of shifting the whole thing forward a day. But I think that's good because, you don't want to get tight, running out of time. And looks like the weather's going to be pretty good. It doesn't, looking at the 10-day, weather looks like it's going to be okay. So
Does everybody have to ride Supercross?
you don't have to at all.
You don't have to at
Not
all.
if you're a vet.
No.
If you're a vet, you don't have to ride.
Oh, okay.
Willie G's only,
Nah,
only doing
I don't want
I was
to ride
thinking
Supercross.
I was thinking about him. I'm like, how's this gonna go?
No, I don't want to ride Supercross.
Willie G's.
I put that in the contract.
No.
No Supercross for the vet rider.
Hey, what number did you end up getting?
16.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
somebody had 6 on one of the classes I signed up for, so I wanted to make sure I had same number for both classes.
Yeah. So instead of it being G6, we're going G16.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. We already printed graphics and they were the wrong number. We had to get that fixed.
The old electrical tape 1.
Oh, we couldn't do that under the factory rig.
No, can't have that. Can't have it. They actually look pretty good though. The 16.
Does it? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, they look good.
Is Team Green making a presence this year? Wasn't it last year they didn't go, right?
Yeah, they were there, but
they
they just come out of their sprinter. They don't have a semi.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They sold the Team Green semi is over on the Babbitt's GNCC side.
Oh, gotcha.
So they might be bringing one this year. I don't know. I haven't talked to him, so I'm not sure. But yeah, so pretty cool little lineup there, and we're gonna have quite a few people underneath the tent. Last year we had 3. This year, 6. So that'll be fun to watch how that goes. But again, planning on doing our normal thing. Cooking for the team and the riders, and went to Sam's Club yesterday. Made 2 trips to Sam's Club. The stuff that people don't see, right? So you just think, you get there and like, oh man, the semi's here, it's all set up, blah blah blah. But we're still 2 weeks out from Minios, and the prep has already fully begun. Washing the stuff, cleaning out the semi, getting it loaded. I mean, cases of Gatorade and body armors, and I think I got 5 cases of water. And
Well, you're gonna run out too.
oh yeah, and I think I got like 2 shopping carts full of snacks. Just so everybody's got something there. If you're
It's a long week.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And then we still got, we're gonna cook for. We do a sponsor appreciation dinner one of the nights, so we're gonna cook for all the sponsors and the staff at Unlimited Sports. We try and do that every year. So we'll cook for them one night, and then we'll do our non-traditional Thanksgiving meal that we always do. Future MX has kind of become known for it now to do the non-traditional Thanksgiving meal. So instead of turkeys and ham and stuff like that, it's going to be a seafood boil. So we've done that almost every year now up there. So that's kind of the game plan. We'll have to see if we can get old Sugar Shane up there for a couple days.
I think I'm pretty freed up, so I think I'm gonna make it this year.
Yeah, that'd be good. Be nice to see you there.
I'm just coming for the food.
And cooking.
Me and Chicken Wing, man, we gotta go up there and work.
Wilfredo, what's your schedule? What day are you coming up?
I think I'm gonna come up like Tuesday night, just depending on when they start practice for motocross.
Yeah, outdoor practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caleb, when you coming?
Probably around the same time.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure because I know my family they're going to the hunting camp for Thanksgiving. So since I'm hurt, I was gonna try to do a little bit of both and kind of go back and forth.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'll for sure be there.
Good
Well, now you're the cook, so you got to get there when everybody else gets there.
There you go. I gotta get there before everybody else.
Yeah, people are gonna go hungry.
Tyler, when are you coming?
I'm not.
Thanks for the support, bud.
Hey, who are we looking at for these Top Gun runners? We had Seth Dennison last time. Where are we expecting him? And, who else you got your eye on?
That's a great question. Seth, obviously Seth will go good. He'll be in the super mini classes. I think he's also going to run, I'm not sure. I think he might run a schoolboy class, even if it's on a super mini, or it might be on a 125. I don't know yet. But, Seth will be over under the Orange Brigade setup, the KTM setup. So those guys, he'll go good. I mean, obviously, I really want to see what Drew does because I think he's going to A this year.
Oh, is he?
Yep. So I think he's moved up to A. I think somebody told me that he was at Mammoth. He already went to A. So I'm going to be excited to see how he does. And then, Janik, I want to see what these guys, and Carson, Carson's going to go good. Obviously, coming off that win in Chicago off the SMX, he's riding a high right now and cream of the crop. So, it'd be cool to watch him and see how he goes. But outside of that, I think this year will be kind of fun for me because it's a little bit different when, all the bikes underneath the tent, if you own the bikes and you've got your staff that you've hired to come and do everything, mechanics and support staff, management, whatever. This year is going to be a little bit different for us because the riders that we're helping right now, we're helping them kind of in a different fashion than we did last year. So we're not providing mechanics, they can bring their own mechanic with them. So it's going to be less staff overall on me. So I'm kind of looking forward to going to watch more. Last year, I didn't really get to watch a whole lot because I was so worried about what was going on with the bikes and making sure they were ready and making sure the mechanics were doing what they needed to be done and keeping an eye on the semi. But this year, we'll do our team meeting on Friday and kind of set the expectations for the semi for the week. But then after that, I'm looking forward to actually going to watch. Last year I didn't get to watch a whole lot. So
I could see you last year because I know how you are running around like a chicken with your head cut off.
Yeah. I mean, I remember helping the Team Green when we were working on one of Drew's bikes. We had to punch out a steering stem bearing on one of his bikes. I mean, it took a while, but we were working with Team Green on, making sure the bike was good. And then even with Carson's running his back and forth to Team Green, if anything needed, adjusting, jetting, whatever. And then obviously, helping Aiden too. But, this year we're not necessarily providing bikes for, every single person. We're helping each person in their own capacity. Everybody's kind of on a different deal, whether it's, gear, goggles, graphics, bonus program. Everybody's different, right? So I think it'll take a little bit off of my plate where I can go enjoy the race a little bit more and watch a little bit more. The good thing is on the Supercross side, where the semi sits right there by that Supercross road, you can go to the very top of the semi, like on top of the trailer, and just set a chair down and see the entire Supercross track.
That's pretty cool.
So I'll probably go up there. So if anybody's looking by and they see some random dude standing on top of the semi, that's me.
You take your reclining lawn chair,
Yeah.
stick it up there.
Yeah.
Where are you parked this year? Do you know yet?
Same exact spot.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll be in the same spot right there on Supercross Road, same spot we were last year, right there between Firepower Honda and Phoenix Honda. So we'll be right there with them. When we talk about the schedule, like even when we were talking about amateur nationals, right? The season kind of ends at Loretta's. The season kind of starts at Minios. So most of your team switching, contracts, they're all right around that November 1st timeframe. October 1st, November 1st, that's pretty standard in the industry. So anybody that's switched brands or is on a new, like you get all these new rider announcements, like you can see even on the pro side, a lot of those guys have all changed. So Minios will kind of be the first time we see some of the new classes, bikes, riders on what teams. I mean, even if you look at us, Future MX, we've finalized a couple riders and just signed a deal with 2 of them this week. So here we are going to Minios, and they're going to be running different graphics with different gear and different goggles than, they were even 2 weeks ago. So we'll see. Wilfredo, are you getting ready for it? I mean, are you pumped?
Yeah, I've been working a lot at my job.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's gonna be a good time. Haven't been there in a couple years.
What is your expectation?
Expectations. I just want to see where I'm at, and then that'll give me like a foundation of where I'm gonna be for next year,
So do we have goals?
I want to do like top 10 and plus 25, plus 30, get closer, like top 5,
Okay.
You can definitely get top 5 and plus 25.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But as far as like you mentioned that I'm 80 pounds on a 450,
Yeah.
I want to get every start.
Right.
Doesn't matter if it's plus 25, doesn't matter if it's plus 30.
Yeah. You
Every
feel like the
start.
cardio's there? I know you've been doing stuff in the gym. I mean, I see you working out and doing stuff.
Yeah, I've been working out. I've been doing troll training.
Yep.
Huge.
Yep. So if you get a start,
see a
you
big
think you'll hang on to it for a bit?
Yes. Yeah. Right before I get arm pump, and then fall over. But no, yeah, it should be okay.
Yeah. Good. Well, Caleb, I know you're not racing it because of the broken arm or whatever, but you've been riding quite a bit too. I mean,
sir.
you've had some good success. I mean, Dade City's the season there, the series is starting to wrap up.
Yeah.
I think there's
I
only
believe
1 or 2 more.
there's only one more.
One more?
I believe.
Are
Yeah,
you-
but I'm so far ahead in the points.
So
I can afford to miss that one.
Yeah.
But no, I felt like I was doing pretty well with the Gold Cups and the Florida Series and stuff like that. I was consistently a top 3 guy. So I was really looking forward to Minios this year just to see where I was at. But But no, I'm super bummed I ain't gonna be able to
Yeah.
do it this year.
Part of the game, man.
Yep.
Part of the sport we love, and it's the downside of it. You know, you see bad things, people get injured, people get hurt, and it's terrible to think about that side of it, but we all still love it.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a passion for
Come
everybody.
back even stronger.
Oh yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
And what's guaranteed, they're going to have that race again next year.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So, Wilfredo, after Minios, the goal, are you going to do Daytona?
Yeah, I'm gonna do Daytona, and then probably area qualifiers, regionals, and then hopefully I make it to Loretta's.
Yeah. You going to try and do the same?
Yes, I will. I really like to do Daytona this year. I've actually never raced Daytona.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, the last time I raced Daytona was in 2012.
Okay.
2011, I broke my femur there.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
That was a nice one. There was a set of whoops, and in practice, I was going through them, and Kyle Keelan said, "Man, you're going slow through there. Everywhere else, you're good, but you're going slow through the whoops." I'm like, okay. So next practice,
Yeah, thanks,
I decided to jump all of them
Nice.
from the first one all the way to the very end. Never even went through them.
Clear them all. Clear them all.
I cleared them all.
Oh.
And I came off the track, and he's like, "Dude, that was so fast." I said, "Well, you told me I was going slow through it." So I just jumped it. And then during a main event, I was in second, about to pass for first. And I said, you know what? I'm going to hit this thing. I'm going to hit the whoops. I'm going to clear it. I'm going to pass this guy. So, like, I jumped, and I set my front end down to downside the last one, and I clipped it.
Mm.
And then that's all she wrote.
Night termite.
Yeah.
Oof.
So it's you're gonna have a redemption race
Oh,
years
for
and years
sure.
later.
Well, hopefully they don't have whoops.
They did last year. They did last year.
No, just don't clear them.
Yeah, right? Just
Yeah.
go through them slow. Well, I'm in the vet, so I think I can lose a little bit of time there.
Yeah.
And then make it up somewhere else.
Well, Caleb, are you going to do the Dade City stuff next year, the series again, or are you going to try and do some more of the national side?
I want to do all that I can, but I'm mainly gonna be focused more on like the bigger races, you know, qualifiers, Daytona, you know, Gold Cup, Florida Series. You know,
Yeah.
I want to travel a little bit more.
You going to try and go out to any of the ones in Texas?
If I can make them out there, yes.
Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to
Freestone and Springadine?
Yeah, I want to do a lot more traveling. You know, kind of get out there a little more instead of staying in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. That's what I think everybody was looking forward to at Minios is, you know, nothing against the local series. They're great. You know, you got to have them. It's good to go get gate drops. You know, you get to bang bars with some local guys that are quick. But it's a little bit different on a local series versus a national level race. You know, I mean, like a Minios or a Freestone, Daytona, Loretta's, whatever. It's two totally different animals there. So it's cool to kind of mix in between both, right? Yeah. So like, you know, Gold Cup's more of a local series, you know, Florida series, local series, but you get into some of these nationals where you got people traveling from all over the country to come to these races, kind of give you an idea where you're at. You stack up, you know, more in the national level.
Yeah, I want to, obviously, you know, doing these local races, they're fun. They're really fun, but I want to get out there more. I want to kind of.
Yeah. You're probably racing the same guys, you know, and you get out there and race guys you've never raced before, and then obviously, like he said, that tells you where you are nationally as far as your competition. So
yeah, that's why I was so excited for Minios. It's just to see, you know, from people coming from all over the state.
Yeah, we're lucky in that aspect of having that big national Minios. Wynn does an amazing job.
Yeah, Wynn and Kim, I mean, that whole staff up there, Ashley's been a huge help, and EB, I mean, always taking care of me, calling me, you know, hey, when you bring the semi up, we got it, you know, marked out, we got it mapped out where it's going to go. So the whole Unlimited Sports staff, that's why we do the dinner for them, you know, one night during the week is honestly just straight appreciation. You know, I mean, I know from the event side, you know, being an event promoter, I know what it takes to put on an event. And for them to do it at that scale successfully, it's impressive.
Year after year after year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, and we just want to say thank you to them. I mean, that's why we do it, you know, just show a little appreciation, you know, to them. And I know last year when we were doing the dinner, Wynn and Kim came up and they said, you know, all the years that they've been putting on an event like that, nobody's ever cooked for them, you know, never. Yeah. So that's kind of cool, you know, just to show appreciation to people. I think that shows a lot about our team and how we operate and how we roll. You know, we give respect and we show our appreciation and, you know, help our guys too. Like we do our own team dinner and our team meal and stuff like that. And, you know, it's fun. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the whole week. I think the weather's going to be great. You know, looking at the 10-day forecast right now, I'm sure it's going to change between now and then. But if it stays the way it is right now, I mean, like high in the upper 70s and lows in the mid 50s. I'm like, man, that's going to be gorgeous, especially in that venue. You know, I mean, that place is beautiful.
I always remember Minios just being really cold.
Sometimes.
Like wearing rubber gloves underneath your actual like racing gloves.
Yeah.
Cold.
Sometimes I've remembered it being super cold, but I also remember it being super hot.
Yeah.
And then I also remember a lot of rain.
That's Florida winter, man.
Yeah, you don't know. It's just like Christmas Day, man. You don't know if it's gonna be cold or hot. You know, sometimes you can go out and go jump in the pool on Christmas Day. Like, come on.
Yeah.
But no, I'm looking forward to the whole week. I'm exciting to be able to watch all these guys and go out there and do their best. And again, good job to Win and Kim for putting on that race. But it'll be fun to get through Minios, but then after Minios, probably take a little bit of a breather. Most of the time after Minios, I don't know, Will, if you kind of mapped out that far yet or not, but I know for us, typically after Minios, like even with Peter Parente, he's staying with me right now, and we were talking to him about his schedule, and usually take like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks, just kind of recharge, because you really don't have another big race until Daytona.
Besides me, those guys, they've been going at it all year long.
Right.
So they need that break.
Yeah. Usually everybody takes a little bit of a time off after Loretta's, a couple weeks, recharge the batteries a little bit, and then you start gearing up and getting ready for Minios.
Yep.
Then Minios comes, you kind of take a little breather in December, enjoy the holidays, whatever. And then after that, your next big one's Daytona, and then the Spring Nationals back to back to back. Daytona, Freestone, Spring-a-Ding is one day in between each one. It's boom, boom, boom. So you hit those, and then after that, you'd be into your areas and regionals.
Not Wilfredo, though. He needs to get back to training Monday after Minios.
I got to go back to work.
That vet class, man. You got to
Dude, Mike Brown's no
get
joke.
yourself in shape for Daytona.
I'm not calling Mike Brown out yet. We'll see. Maybe next year, but not
Yeah,
now.
it's a little early right now.
Yeah, it is.
For the Gold Cup, Mike Brown was up there with us.
Yes,
Like,
man.
I think he got both the whole shots.
Dude,
I don't
he's
know
a
if he ended
ripper.
up getting the overall.
He
but
rips, dude.
Man, what is he, like 73?
I know it was on one of the whole shots for one of the motos. We actually came together off the start. I ended up getting the slick stuff and going down, breaking a clutch lever. But no,
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, he's made out of steel, too. No body fat.
Dude, that guy's a tank.
I hate to age the guy, but I was a kid watching him race 125s at Glen Helen, so and I'm 45, so yeah, he must be 70 something.
No, he's not. I'll have to look it up and see. Tyler, can we look up how old is Mike Brown?
71.
No, he's not.
Stop it.
It's all love, Mike. It's all love.
No, it's
He's a
all good.
machine.
So outside of the goals of trying to be top 10, top 5, after Minios, moving to Daytona, Spring Nationals, and then Loretta's, what would be the goal throughout this year? Starting at Minios, seeing where you're at, and then what? Just try and progress each one?
Yeah, just trying to get better. Get better all the way to that Loretta's goal. I got a little note right on my mirror that I want to win Loretta's. At least podium for sure, but I really do want to win in the plus 30 class. So if anybody is able to ride plus 30 next year, come on out. Come on.
Brownie's 51.
Is he?
Yeah.
51. Okay.
I want to be. I want that class next year to be the top class of the plus 30 that Loretta's ever seen. So come on, if you're eligible, let's do it. Line up. Let's go.
Well, that's a pretty big goal. Just to come right out of the gate and say, I want to go win the largest race of the year. I don't want to say largest because Minios is actually larger as far as quantity, but the process of qualifying and getting to Loretta's, I think the prestige of Loretta's probably is a little bit higher, but Minios is a larger event overall because you're limited at Loretta's of how many classes you can ride in. But
I hope you do it because then I'm going to be like, I heard that guy call that out in November. You know what I mean?
are we going to go to Loretta's this year?
We're going to have to now.
We're going to have to. I have to bring the semi up there and put
Just for the vet guy.
No, I'd rather just sleep in the Sprinter van with you again.
fall down off your bunk onto me.
Yeah.
That's a good story there. We're going to probably have to go G16 at Loretta's because I don't think you can run a single-digit number unless you raced that class the year before.
No, but we'll be able to run a single digit in 2025 because it'll be number one.
Oh,
We'll be good.
got it.
Naturally.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense. Good. I like it.
The confidence, man, it's great.
Gotta have it.
Yeah.
Gotta have it. Caleb's over here like
Take notes, Caleb.
holding his.
I'm listening. I'm
Caleb was like, man, I wish I could race.
I wish I could raise. I got my arm and sleeve.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be there for the Redos this year. We'll be there.
Yeah, we gotta get you to stay off the ground.
Yeah, that's my
Seems
main problem right now.
seems to be a common theme going on. We got to stay off the ground. Can't finish. Well, and it wasn't. The race was over.
Hey, I finished the race.
I was gonna say. I
finished
was
the
gonna say
race,
you can't
got
finish the
checkers.
race.
You've
but
been taking
you did.
pointers from Aiden?
Was it that close that you just had to hold it wide open at the finish line? Or?
It was wheel to wheel.
Did anybody get any video of it?
I don't think so. I've been asking this
I
whole week.
saw a video. He actually did a one-hander, and then when he went to put his hand back on the bar, it slipped down. And that's how it crashed.
Man.
Trying to do the old one-hander.
I guess. I don't know.
No, that's. I wish somebody had the video. If anybody has the video of that, and doesn't Randy have cameras up there?
No.
He doesn't have security cameras on that building.
No.
Security
I
camera.
mean, on the building. Yeah.
Get
On
the
the building,
shot.
it's not monitoring the finish line.
I thought there was one like pointed over the track.
I don't think so.
God, if anybody has a video, please let us
We
know.
got to find that.
We have to.
We got to find that. So, Willie G, you got some videos coming out.
Yeah.
You guys teamed up and did a little race. Talk about that.
Yeah, we did the pumpkin race, the great annual pumpkin race at Dade City. You know,
Yeah. So where are you putting them at?
YouTube.
YouTube.
I think it's Wilfredo G6. My Instagram, putting up on Facebook, TikTok.
Yeah. I saw the reels. You had the one, the Grinch.
Yeah,
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. So I did the pumpkin race in the Grinch costume.
Oh,
I bet they were
nice.
pissed when you returned that costume.
I got it off of Amazon. It was like $50 or something.
it was pretty cool though. Did you see that, Shane?
Yeah.
That was cool. It's something different, you know. I mean, that's one thing. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I was like, it's fun with these guys, you know, that we just mentioned that are going to be on the team, and you get some of the youth and the age difference between me and you. Obviously, you're thinking and innovating on these ideas and doing these videos that I never would have thought of.
Well, I think I can be in that way, you know, in that aspect, because it's not like if I go racing on mini O's and I get last, it doesn't matter.
Right. It doesn't.
Like that's the goal for me is just to have fun.
Maybe if you get
Yeah.
first, it don't matter. But maybe if
Yeah.
you have a bunch of viewers and create a bunch of content from it, that's what matters.
Did the future Loretta's winner just say, if I go and get last?
It doesn't matter.
No,
What would happen?
I'm saying like
Complete
I don't have
180.
I don't have mom and dad.
Right.
You know,
You don't
that
have
is
any
trying
pressure.
to support support me.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have pressure. So
Yeah. There's no expectation.
the only person it
Ju-
matters to
This
is
guy here, you wait.
Well, once we get to Loretta's, it'll be different.
He turns into an animal.
Yeah.
the only pressure is from myself, right?
Yeah.
RJ starts throwing blows if you don't put up results.
No, I'm there for the fun too, but you know, I'm in the same mentality that not everybody gets a trophy. So, you know, you are there to do your, I don't want to say do your job because it's not a job, you know, but you're there to go up there and do the best you can. And that's where I'm at. I don't care if it's first or last. If you did the best you can and you put it all out there on the track, I'm fine with that. Wherever you finish is where you finish. I don't think I've ever been the team manager or team owner that's you have to win. Yeah, wins are great. But if you give me all your effort, that's all I can ask for. Now,
It is all about effort.
now,
for sure.
if you go out there and roll around and, you know, don't give a crap and, you just kind of putt and whatever, I have a problem with that. Like, I'm putting too much effort in as far as the team and getting everything set up. And, you know, like I said yesterday, 2 trips to Sam's Club, like, I don't have to do any of that. But I do it because I want to, and I hope you appreciate it. But at the same time, like the guys that are out there riding, I want them to put in their effort. If I'm putting in the effort of getting everything up there, getting it set up, you know, putting all the awning out, the blood, sweat, the tears, whatever it may be, then you need to too. But that doesn't matter if it doesn't make any difference whether it's first or 17th, as long as you're putting in the effort.
And keeping it on 2 wheels, Caleb.
Remember that when he's screaming at you in the rider's lounge before your moto.
I will not be screaming at anybody.
He never has. I'm just yanking you guys' chain.
Yeah,
No,
it's about, like growing
I get intense though. I mean, I
get better, you know,
Yeah.
year after year. But you got to put in the effort.
yeah,
You know?
and I mean,
Good attitude.
like I said, positive attitudes, positive vibes. You know, we're gonna have a fun atmosphere underneath the tent. You know, music will be going. We'll be having a good time. but everybody's got to put in their effort, and that's all it comes down to, which I don't see anybody, especially on our roster that we have right now, this rider lineup. I think everybody there is going to do well. I really do. I mean, I think everybody on our list has a legitimate chance to be, a top 10 guy in every respectable class that they're in. So,
and wear your pit shirt.
Yeah, whenever you're not riding, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have that on. No, it's cool. I don't think we have anybody that's under the tent that's clashing in classes, right? So no animosity under the tent.
Yeah,
I think everybody's gonna be helping everyone. I know I will be. If anybody's got questions, the riders, I'll help them out.
Yeah, no, and I think that's a good thing about our team is that everybody is there to help each other. It's not like, well, I'm only here focused on one guy. One guy. Like even Dookie, Dookie's going to be up there working for Peter from Ineos, but there's no reason that Dookie won't stop what he's doing to come over and help Wilfredo get something dialed in on his bike. Right. That's the cool thing about us and everything that we do. So I'm looking forward to that week too, and everybody putting in the effort. But outside of Minios, beyond Minios, got a couple things in the pro Supercross realms with some people moving around. Did you see the news about Dylan Ferrandis going to Phoenix Honda?
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising move there. Did you see that one coming?
I did. I actually, I got a little story. Dylan Ferrandis, I think he was training somewhere in Dade City, and he was having some suspension kind of sent over, and somebody gave me a call because suspension didn't make it there. So they were trying to figure out, hey, where's my suspension? And they know I work from UPS, and that's where it was coming from. So I made a few phone calls and helped them out.
And cool. Did you see the label of who it was coming from?
No, I mean, it was from UPS.
He had the tracking number.
Well, they gave me some info, and then I was able to locate it.
Did you locate it for him?
I did.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is coming from Phoenix Honda.
I thought it was pretty cool. I got a pro rider kind of asking me for help.
Yeah. No, that was kind of cool. I mean, obviously we know that Coop, he did it during the SMX thing, but him going over to the Star Yamaha, kind of back on the blue bike again. So that's.
I don't know if the videos he's been posting are like in fast forward or something, but he's looking pretty fast right now.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody watch WSX with Vince Free, the Vince Free show?
I did not watch it, but that's the only thing that's been on my social medias for the past week. Nobody could stop talking about it.
A lot of.
Give me your thoughts, Will. What do you think about? Did you see anything? You know what we're talking about, or were you at work?
No, I watched all the pro stuff. I watched the GPs, World Supercross. Vince Freeze, he wants to win, right? I mean, the guy gets pretty much every start.
It's one thing he can do is start. After that, he rides a real wide bike.
Yeah, he's good at staying out front. I don't agree with him like cross jumping, but as far as like in the turns and maybe because I haven't raced against him, right? Like I'm not the one that's getting the brunt force.
Yeah.
But he's trying. He's trying to win. The one where he hit Wilson, I think, was a little too far aggressive, and then he got off the track and came back on in front of Joey Savacci. Like, I don't agree with that, but his effort level, like he's just trying to win.
Yeah.
All right, so you're in the crowd that appreciates the level of effort.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, and maybe because I'm not racing the guy.
I think he's just a straight up dirty rider.
But
that's my input right there.
Shane, you got any thoughts?
I mean, the guy has a reputation, and he's held that reputation for a long time, and I just think he's destined to keep it. That's my opinion.
Caleb, you watched it. What do you think?
I agree. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
It's dirty.
Yeah.
Dirty riding. I agree.
And then he gets off the track and calls Dino a crybaby.
Yeah.
Those interviews were funny. Joey's interview, Wilson, and then he's like, you know what? We're just going to have to toughen Dean Wilson up after I just blasted him in a berm.
Bring back Pike.
Yeah.
Let's just watch the haymakers.
throwing blows right there on the track. We also saw the announcement that Hunter is going up to 450 full time.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all knew that was coming.
Yeah, we did, but I think it'd be cool to see. I mean, I'm excited to see where those two stack up in Supercross.
Brother v. brother.
Well, I mean, we know Jet had the perfect outdoor season. He's obviously comfortable in the 450 already, and the guy goes great outdoors. But you're missing Tomac, right? So Tomac's healthy now, back on the bike, starting to train again out in Colorado. I know Deegan's out there with him right now. They're both training together. But I think it's going to be interesting on Supercross where it's more technical, not just wide open everywhere, to see where Jet and Hunter stack up in that 450 class in Supercross.
I saw a picture on Instagram of those two lined up next to each other on the start from, I think it was last week. And the first thing that came to my mind is like, man, if I was everybody else, I'd be kind of like, damn. just for the fact, like, if those two are up front and they're heavy racing with everybody else or whatever, and somebody screws with Jet or vice versa or whatever, like, I think they're going to protect each other.
That's blood for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think the only other one that changed
These guys are crazy, man. It's Thanksgiving and there's like 800 turkeys standing outside.
right out the window. There was 32 of them last night.
They're all right there.
Get the 22.
I see them. Probably one of the weirdest things for me to see is our defending Supercross champion Chase Sexton going over to KTM and switching his number. So going to the number 4, which, to me, the number 4 KTM was Baggett. And then obviously before that, everybody knows it was RC. But seeing him change his number to the number 4 after being 23 for so many years now, and then also that look from the Honda, going to the KTM, it just looks weird to me.
Gonna take some getting used to.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like that's Chase Sexton. I'm like, to me, you see Chase Sexton, you think of that red and black Michael Jordan Alpine Star gear that they made for him on the Honda with the number 23, and now he's on this orange bike number 4. It looks so weird to me. Like I don't know. Do you feel like that or no?
I mean, the first video that I saw that came out, it was like, oh, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But what's weirder, the KTM or the number 4?
All of it.
Both.
But you could tell it was him, right?
That's 2 major changes.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell it was him, obviously, because it is. But his riding style looks exactly the same on that bike.
I'll say this: like when you think of the number 4, who do you think of right now?
Ricky.
No, I think of Chase Sexton.
Well,
because we're talking about him,
right? Because we're talking about Chase Sexton, but I think most people probably think of Blake Baggett.
Yeah,
right?
Baggett or RC.
And
yeah.
Carmichael was the GOAT running the number 4. So I just think it's going to take a couple years, maybe a year, and then, hey,
this is the
number
whole
4,
problem. The whole
Sexton.
problem is that people have not gotten used to, like old people like me and Shane, and maybe RJ. We are used to numbers switching every year. You could pick a number because that number was how they finished the previous year.
Right.
This whole permanent number thing has thrown people off, and then when you become eligible, it's like a shocker that people will pick the single digit number.
See, I thought 23 was his career number.
I think it was until he changed it.
And then obviously he's trying to maybe the fact that he's number 4 now is he's just trying to. He's searching for a fresh start or something, but I thought that was his career number.
I think it was, and then he had the option to change it, and he did. But I think I like the idea of the permanent number because it makes you more of a brand, right? So if you let's use Chad for example, 22 Motorsports, great concept, right? Just to have a permanent number. That's my number 7. James Stewart Gear Company. 7 was his number. 7 was his gear company. I think it's weird seeing AP and wearing number 7 right now because 7 to me is James Stewart. Mm-hmm. But
I did see on the numbers when they announced it or whatever that finally somebody's number 22.
Yeah.
Freddie Norn.
Yeah.
Freddie Norn.
Freddie Norn.
Yeah, I was like,
Fast Freddie.
There's a 22 out there again.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does that make you feel? That
weird.
Chad lost his number to Freddie Norn.
It makes me feel like there's a chapter that's been closed. That's how it makes me feel.
Well, and I mean that's kind of the thing with the number 7 going to AP and the number 4 going to Chase. Like that's, but I do get and I like the idea of being able to build that brand, right? So like once you get that number, then that's your number and you stay that number. But I remember what you're talking about. Like remember back in the day, even with Timmy, Timmy was number 22, then he went to number 20, then he went to 15, and then that's when the permanent number started. Mm-hmm. But I like the idea of the permanent number just as far as building a brand goes. Like everybody's going to associate 18 with Jet, right? Like that's his, as long as he stays with that long term. But I think it's easy to associate that with him.
He'll go to a single digit.
I
I
don't.
think he will.
It
Yeah,
depends
he
because
should.
it depends on who's going to have one available anytime soon.
I think
There's already numbers
I
available.
think his brand's already too big with 18.
Isn't
Yeah,
eight?
I mean,
Is
it is.
8 available?
It's big.
13's of it, or not? That's double. But
Who's 5?
Did you say 13?
yeah, 13's
Nobody
available.
wants that number.
That's not a single. It's not a single.
That's
Is that the bad luck number?
Rick
No, I
Johnson and
remember when Heath
Sebastian
Voss
Tortelli
was
would
running
argue
it
with
and-
you.
Yeah.
Which one's the bad number that nobody wants to take?
13.
13.
Yeah. Tortelli had it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't Heath Voss have it?
Heath Voss had it.
Yeah, but 5. Who's 8?
I don't know.
Langston.
In 2007, I think 5 and 8 is available. 4 got moved.
4 got Chase. 6 is Martin.
Which is-
7's
that's-
AP, and 9 is Cincerillo. So I think 8 and 5 would be the only open
Yeah,
ones.
Tomac, Cooper,
Yep.
now Chase.
Yeah.
5, J Mart. Why does J Mart have a single digit number? I don't know. I mean, he's a great rider, but I'm thinking 450 elite.
What's the deal with 338?
Yeah.
Lawrence?
Yeah, is he
J-Rock.
riding for Phoenix?
Phoenix Honda. I'm pretty sure he's doing the arena cross.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
He did a GNCC 2 weeks ago.
He did the Ironman, didn't he?
Yeah, 4 feet.
Yeah, and then that interview, he's like, I'm just going to do all kinds of stuff to get myself back to whatever level. But it's like, what level are you trying to get out here, bud?
I didn't watch any interview. I saw the clips of him being there, and I was like, oh man, he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm a fan of his talent for sure.
Oh, yeah.
As a person,
Man, I
not
love
so
watching
much,
him.
but
Watching him ride old supercrosses, that dude was good.
Yeah.
he was very talented. Very talented.
Well, I think it's cool. I was actually talking to Dan Truman about this. Those GNCC stuff like Ironman, those things are huge, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of people. Dan, I think he sent me a aerial photo, something like either a drone shot or something. There was more people at the Ironman GNCC than there was at the Ironman Outdoor National. Yeah. The GNCC is, I mean, obviously, I don't think it's in our shot with the camera, but we've got the Future MX 66 AA over there of Justin Starling. He ran the Bartow FTR on that bike 2 weeks ago, but he rode that Ironman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he flew up there. He actually rode a Yamaha. I think Pulp MX set him up with a Yamaha for that Ironman GNCC race, but he did that and he loved it. And then he came down here the next weekend and we put him on that cow and he went and did the Bartow FTR in the AA class.
So why do you think that is, that they're getting more people at these GNCCs in the race? Is it because
In my opinion, it's more realistic to the everyday rider.
is it like cost? Like you get more bang for your buck at a GNCC. You ride for 2-3
Hours.
hours or
Yeah,
whatever,
you
right?
ride for
compared
hours.
to-
From my experience,
Couple
too,
laps.
because I went to the Florida GNCC once,
Yeah.
you can go out on the track anywhere.
Yeah.
At least this one. So like it's kind of like a big hangout party. You can go in different spots and see different sections and out in the woods. And I think they're cool.
The thing that I think people relate more to the GNCC than they do like pro supercross, pro motocross. That's awesome, right? It's fun. The guys that do it are unbelievable, whatever. For your everyday guy that's going to go ride, like for us being right here down the road from Croom, woods riding to me is more realistic. Like I know I am not going to go myself and go get on a supercross track because I would just completely wad myself up and look like Caleb. So when I can go to a race like a FTR, I feel more at home because I've, grew up riding in trails or woods or Ocala or Croom or whatever. And I just think it's more relatable. And I mean, you're seeing massive turnouts right now, even in the Florida Trail Riders. They're setting record attendance. I mean, record registrations at these Florida Trail Riders.
Record amount of Facebook arguing too.
Yeah.
I wonder if like at a GNCC, I don't know the ticket prices, but I wonder if they're like letting tickets go for like $10-15 just to like promote it and have, because people are going to be more apt to spend $10-15 to go to a race versus, $60-70.
Well, I think the cost is like the same, right? To
Is
like
it comparable?
like to race the GNC and getting in and mission.
Oh, getting in. I'm talking about just people going and getting through the gate.
Oh,
Spectator.
spectators.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about spectators.
I know at least for the FTR, it's almost about the same. To go race an FTR weekend, than to go to like Dade City or something like that. It's about the same, or like a Gold Cup. Like say
Yeah.
you're going to Gold Cup, it's to race it.
Pretty
It's
close
not
to it.
costly.
Every time I go to FTR, it breaks the bank because I never renew my AMA.
Yeah.
I never renew my FTR. So when I go, I have to drop a few $100 just to throw my leg over the bike.
Yeah,
but that's my fault.
But that's also a one time, and then you're good for the whole season.
Of course,
Yeah,
you
but
but
the whole year.
I'm just
So-
like, man, didn't I just renew this? And they're like, no, but it's been a year. And I'm like, man, I need to get out there more.
Well, that's because we only race 1 or 2 a year.
Yeah.
London Hill's coming up too, January.
Oh,
I'm excited for that one.
Time for RJ to defend his title.
Did you win? Did you win that?
I won. I won.
Oh,
out
against-
the fastest host of the show.
well, it wasn't that. I had them, and I was
My bike was bogging.
I was having bike issues.
Of course.
Just clutch it.
I was just that's the problem. That was my problem, the clutch. So no, but I was just trailing them the whole time, and I was gonna throw it down on the last lap and
Right at the finish.
freaking bike. You know,
He's gonna pull a Caleb.
Yeah, he wanted to do it in front of everybody.
it's one of those situations where like when you get hard on the brake, the bike stalls.
Yep.
Yeah, like 13 times on the last lap, and there he goes, just off into the sunset.
Nice. Well, congrats.
Fastest host.
I'll be there to watch, help out, put gas in the bike.
You're not gonna race it?
Dude, those races are long.
2 hours for
They're
you?
fun.
Dude,
They're
God.
really fun.
I'll be able to
FTR.
get out of bed the next morning.
Yeah, but it's great.
How were you actually?
Great
How were
cardio.
you guys the next day?
Oh,
Good.
great! As soon as we got done, we opened up a beer and had a good time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have like
I'm
6
coming then.
beers after FTR. You're not sore the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Let's
Sometimes you
it.
do a couple beers before you race.
Yeah.
Helps with the arm pump.
You loosened up a little bit. Get the
Can I do that before Minios?
Yeah.
No.
Before my motos and Minios? No?
No.
Okay.
I'll do it.
I mean,
for
you can, you can, just don't tell anybody.
No, you should plan on racing Munden Hill.
I'll go for it. I'll
What
do it.
class would Will race?
I mean, I probably had to put him in double A so fast.
No, I'm slow in the woods. I'm very
You
slow.
could do an age group, right? Couldn't he do 30? 30
Can I have
plus?
like a sportsman?
He could ride vet. Vet's I think 30 plus or 35.
Would that be Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday. That's the 1 o'clock race too now.
They got rid of Sportsman.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, it's gone. They booted it off the rule book.
I'll race something. What do you guys race?
Pre-mod.
Sportsman. Wasn't that
The class that you could just go ride.
the
like,
biggest
open
the
ride.
biggest
It had a
one?
huge line.
They got rid of that.
Yeah, because they said it was just too chaos. Like too many people were doing
It
it.
is chaos.
Yeah, so they got rid of it.
What
There's a,
did they
big, there's a big Facebook argument.
hubbub.
What,
about
what
that.
did they replace it with?
Nothing.
Nothing.
That's why there's so many more people in pre-mod now. Like pre-mod,
So all
the
those
pre-mod
people
B,
went to pre-mod our class, and so now it's
the pre-mod B line at Bartow was huge.
Quality pre-mod bikes, $8,000 now.
Yeah,
Supply and demand.
yeah.
yeah, they're definitely raising the market on those things.
That clapped out RM250, you get $6,500 for it. easy.
No, the
Yeah.
pre-mod. The
It's
pre-mod
not
A
clapped
class.
out, Tyler.
So what are the rules on the pre-mod? Is it 20 years old or
The
something?
bike has to be 20 years or older.
20 years older.
Yeah. So I just sold mine. I just sold my Cowie, but I had a 01.
What are you gonna get now?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that.
I'm
far.
looking at it right now.
So does it have to be a certain CC? Because 20 years ago, I was on an 85. I can ride that.
No, it's not what you rode 20 years ago. The bike itself has to be 20 years or older.
No, but I was just saying I'm small enough. I'll grab an 85.
Yeah, the bike size doesn't matter. You can run a
Okay.
500 if you want.
Nice.
So, I know last year I did it on a Honda, a 99 CR125.
You need that KDX.
Yes, I want a KDX.
There's a cherry
Those
one
things are-
on Facebook Marketplace.
Right
Perfect
now?
in the woods.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cherry.
Man, KDX is like riding a couch.
What's the KDX?
Yeah,
KDX
I have no
200.
idea what that is.
the KDX 200, man, it's got like the seat cushion on. It's like that tall.
Is it a Cowie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like their off-road.
Yeah, it was like an off-road 220. They made a 200 and a 220.
Yeah, I'd like to have the 220.
Yeah, you want the 220.
The hole coming out of the exhaust on those things is like my pinky, and they don't make any noise, and they just fly by you in the woods.
Hey, and they're so plush.
Man.
Like everything with that
Nobody
bike
ever
is-
stands up on them.
That sounds like fun.
Wilfredo,
Yeah.
you ever heard of an RMX 250?
No.
Okay, then I can't. I have no correlation.
RMZ. RMZ.
No,
but
no.
RMX. So that's just the trail side, right?
Yeah.
With the X. That's
Yeah.
trail. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we need to find a KDX.
No, I think RJ needs a 2001 YZ426 with the starting drill.
Oh no,
Yeah.
those things were terrible. My dad
So-
had one.
Actually, this year,
Top dead-
or
top dead
this-
center.
This year, you can if you can find an 03 Honda 450, it would be eligible.
Yeah.
That would be the bike.
Dude, I don't know about all that.
You don't think so?
I'd rather do the KDX.
Yeah.
If anybody out there has a KDX 220, call me. Send me a message.
Make sure it has purple bars.
I don't care what color bars are.
I think they came stock with purple bars.
Yeah.
Caleb, are you going to race
There's
Monday?
no way they came stock.
If I can hop back on
Some
the
of them did.
125, yeah.
You going to do it on the 125 and
Oh,
the
yeah.
pre-mod?
Oh yeah. I'll make sure to fill up this time if I don't run out of gas again. But
Yeah, that'd be,
yeah,
that'd be smart.
that bar tail race was super fun.
They're cool, man.
Yeah.
And the pre-mod class will is only an hour and a half.
Nice.
So the Sunday classes, like the
Yeah,
age
I don't wanna
group
race
classes and the displacement ones, those are 2 hours. So like the AA, Justin, he rode AA would be 2 hours.
No, I don't want to do that.
But on Saturday, it's an hour and a half.
Yeah,
I want to have fun.
I only want to race Saturday.
You need to try. We need to
Have a
try and
good
line
time.
up a pre-mod then. You need to ride pre-mod A.
Okay.
That's what
The A class?
Yeah, you'd go against Kyle and Corey.
I did pretty
Dude,
much.
those guys
I did
are
it on the
fast.
125, and they were on 252 strokes and 500 and stuff. Bringing it
Damn.
out.
You could do it.
So what happens when you if you get off the trail, right?
You gotta
get
stay within-
lost.
Yeah, you can't. You don't.
You're not gonna get lost.
No.
The trails.
scared of the
The
woods.
trails wore in enough that you'll see it, but you got to stay within
It's all-
25 feet of the marker.
It's all single trail, but you're allowed to go off of it within 25 feet on each side. But
No, but I'm saying if I just get off a trail on accident,
You're not going.
am I gonna be stuck out there forever?
No.
That's what I'm scared of. So I used to do rides out with Randy and Kyle Keelan, Corey,
Yeah, but
Kenny
no-
Keelan out in Kroom, and I was 11 years old and I'd fall over and there goes everybody. Gone.
Yeah, but there's 10,000 trails for you to have to pick, and the hare scramble is only one trail.
Yeah, and you're gonna see it. It's well worn in. Like if you get off that trail, that worn in trail, then you deserve to get lost out there and just stay out there forever.
Oh, man.
Rescued by helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing
you'd be
is,
the
is
only
like-
one in history, though. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like the kid that
Hey, we never found him. We just never found him.
you'd be infamous, like the kid who wrecked into the water at Gatorback.
Yeah,
Nice.
but we would come looking for you, dude.
Well, I'll take just an Apple
Air tag?
Yeah.
What air tag?
I'll put it in my pants.
Okay, great. No, we need to play it on that one too. Last year we took the semi there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing the semi there last year. I swept it last year. I saw the semi. I was like, oh,
You swept the semi? Thank you.
No, the sweeper on the trail.
I swept the race.
Oh, gotcha.
You know the sweepers that go around at the end that find people
the
like
guy that
Wilfredo?
looks for Wilfredo.
That would look for people like Wilfredo.
They're
Come
out
find
there.
me. I'll be out there.
They'll come get you. They'll come get you. All right. So outside of that, Dade City's wrapping up. You got the banquet. What, first weekend in December or something?
I'm not sure on the dates. I haven't heard anything about the dates. I know.
So you're going to be like plastered all over the wall.
I better be.
Signing autographs.
Yeah, big time champion.
They need to change that sign out front and put him on it.
Yeah, that thing's fading.
Little Aiden.
It's Aiden, but it's fading so bad. Like the sun is just
Just re-up it. and
Yeah.
Put Caleb on there.
Big.
Been there
on
for
it.
years.
That was him on an 85, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
A little while ago.
Yeah,
Who was
Cal-
on it before
Cal-
Aiden?
RJ Hampshire.
RJ.
Anybody remember what it was before that, or just a nobody?
I don't know.
No, it was like a.
Remember, it was
start
RJ forever.
Of the sponsor cup,
I think so.
like a picture of the start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bunch
Oh
of guys
yeah,
taking off.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, so banquet. What'd you win?
The 16 and 24 class and the Open A. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, those are big trophies you're gonna get. I think you're gonna get like a Formula helmet or something, maybe. I don't know, or
I'm not sure.
60. I can't remember.
I know actually Danny from 53 Graphics. He's painting some of the helmets for the boys that win.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, for some of the boys that win the helmets or whatever, he's gonna put their name and numbers on them for them. And then
That'll be sweet. What outside of that though? Outside the banquet, what else you got going? Either one of you. We got obviously Minios is the next biggest thing, right? That's what we're all focused on. But then you got wrapping up Dade City, which I know you're going to miss the last round because of the collarbone, but you've got a big enough points lead, doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
So then you got the banquet at the beginning of December. Anything else? Any other? Are you going to do winter Rams? Those-
Maybe I'll do a couple of them.
I think those start like the first weekend of January, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'll do Gatorback and Dade City and
Yeah,
just to get some gate drops.
pick and choose.
Yeah. Get ready for Daytona.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think that'd be my main thing after I get back on the bike is just getting ready for Daytona.
Yeah,
Because I'm excited for that one. Like I said, I've never raced Daytona before, so it'd be something new to me.
yeah, that one's fun.
I'm excited.
I like Daytona in general. I mean, usually we go over there, take the wife and the kids, try and mix in a little beach day before the racing all starts, and then obviously you got the pro side on Saturday, and then the amateur stuff starts on Sunday. So
Are you thinking about taking the semi up to
It'll be there.
Daytona?
yeah, it'll be there.
Nice.
Yep.
I know. I normally go and watch the one in like the pro side on Supercross. I've never raced it, but I really want to this year.
Yeah, I think the plan right now semi would be Minios, Daytona, and Loretta's. probably will not take the semi out to Freestone just because Texas is, I mean, it's a hike. You know, it's like
it's
19 hours or something to get out there, and you got to leave literally straight from Daytona and go right out there. And I can't take that much time away from work to be gone that long consecutive duration of time. So
Yeah, me either.
unless we have unless we hire a driver or something to go out there. But the problem with that is, Freestone, Springading are back to back. So you go out to Freestone, sit there for 5 days, then you got to drive 2 hours down the road and go to Springading, sit there for 5 days. So to have somebody gone on the road that whole time, paying them to be gone is expensive.
Hey, I got my CDL permit. You just sit someone in the passenger seat next to me.
Your permit's only good for like 90 days, right? So you better be getting that knocked out.
No, it's I thought it was good for like a whole year.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, you need to get that done.
I know. Actually, with my job now, they're gonna pay for mine. They're gonna
Yeah.
pay for me to get my CDL. So
Yeah, I've had mine since I was 18. Shane's had his since he was 3.
I have.
Driving a lot of miles in that big truck.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that would be the plan. The cool thing is, like you mentioned before, we're fortunate to have Gatorback right here, in Florida in our backyard. And then when you really think about it, Daytona's, right there too.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at the AMA majors and the major events, right? So the AMA major, I think we said there was 4, but then somebody corrected me and said now there's a 5th one.
Yeah, Mammoth. That's what Seth Dennis's dad said.
So Mammoth is one.
That's what I thought he said.
Yeah, so you would have Minios, Daytona, Freestone, Loretta's, and Mammoth. So those would be the 5. But if you look at it, 3 out of those 5 between Gainesville, Daytona, and Loretta's are all kind of on the southeast, right? So that's very easy and convenient to get the truck to those races. You can get up there and back in a day, right?
So 3 out of the 5, the semi's going to be there.
Yeah, I'd take them.
Representing.
Definitely not going to Mammoth.
That's a long haul.
That's a hike. I mean, Freestone's a hike, but Mammoth is a big hike. So, yeah, I would say the semi would be at those 3 for sure. And then if we get a driver or something that we want to send out to Freestone, we will, but I doubt it.
I'll give you a written offer. Ain't gonna be cheap, but
That's too much.
What do we think this year for Minios? Are we thinking banner year, record year for attendance, rider amount? What are we thinking?
I'm pretty confident that I already heard that every class is sold out, fully registered to the max.
oh yeah.
So at this point, they don't have any signups day of or week of.
You cannot.
It's all pre-entry.
It's all pre-done, and anybody that's signing up right now is strictly signing up as an alternate.
No way.
Yeah, true story. I was
alternate.
gonna sign Benji up 3 weeks ago,
Okay.
just because I was like, you know what, we're gonna be there. We've got the semi.
Yeah.
Benji's been riding. He's been working with Pooh out at the property, and we're trying to get him to ride some more. And I just randomly, I'm like, Benj, do you want to ride the e-bike at Minios? Yeah, man, I don't care. I was like, okay, well, so I went online, tried to register him, full,
Alternate.
and I'm like, I'm not signing him up as an alternate.
Is that an e-bike class?
Yeah.
I bet you that one fills up quick.
Yeah, I think Rowdy's going to have a good chance. Rowdy will go good in that one.
Because a
Yeah,
lot
there's
of
gonna be,
these parents are buying those e-bikes.
Yeah,
So.
I love it. Man. It's so convenient. There's no maintenance. You don't have to do anything. The only thing I have to do is tighten the chain.
Yeah, you haven't been at that gas station in months.
No, easy, dude.
That
thing's-
new Honda looks so cool.
It does.
That looks so cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
does that e-bike fit in Tesla?
No. Maybe if I left the trunk open.
Yeah.
That's like the equivalent of putting a old motocross bike in like the back of a Geo Metro or something. Nowadays, it's you put a electric bike in a Tesla.
Yeah, you need the. Well, actually,
It would fit if you folded the seats down and just laid it in there. You don't have to
What
worry
about
about
the-
gas spilling out or nothing. You
the
just lay it
Tesla-
in
the
there.
Tesla truck. You gonna get one?
No.
I
God.
do
don't like
not
the
like.
They're bulletproof.
I do not like the way those things look.
I think
I
might
was
get one.
talking about putting the Tesla on the top of the semi though and taking it to
That looks
Minios,
so cool.
just so that way I had a vehicle up there to get around. But I think
a good idea.
we're gonna take the Sprinter instead.
Man, I'm kind of a little surprised about the vet classes being, already full.
Dude, that event fills up quick.
You called them all out, dude. They're coming after you.
No, like I said, I tried to sign Benji up 3 weeks ago and it was full, and I didn't want to take the chance of signing him up as an alternate for possibly.
You sign up as an alternate, do you pay?
Yeah,
Okay. What happens if you're not?
I don't know if
your
you
money
get
back?
They
refunded.
keep your money. No, I'm kidding. No,
I don't know.
They give it back.
If you're an
obviously.
alternate, they don't make you pay until you get to the race. Like you don't pay until you have a guaranteed spot.
Until you have a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
'Cause
but
I know-
you still pay gate.
I think
for
so.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, imagine these people
Everybody
that are driving
pays the
like
gate.
Yeah.
hours and hours or across the country or whatever to get there for a chance.
I don't think anybody's doing that, dude.
Yeah, maybe not.
No. I'm not even loading Benji's bike up.
Right.
I'm not taking
Well, there's
That's a
going to be
slim
an
chance, yeah.
Open Pro Sport and a College Boy opening here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, you just made somebody's dream, dude.
First
here for the
alternate.
people.
Just here for the people.
Good point. Good point.
Just here for the people. All right. What else you got, Wilfredo? Anything else you want to add? Any people you want to thank? Anybody? Caleb, anything you got? Is your dad coming up to Minios?
I think he's going to be at the hunt camp most of the time. I know
Okay.
he said he's going to come up for at least one day to watch some of the
So you pretty much freed up his schedule for the week then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's happy about that.
Yeah, I'm going hunting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, well, now I don't have to worry about that.
And now I can't even go hunting. Like, I can't even shoot a gun.
Yeah.
I can't shoot lefty.
Well, just bring that left hand, come over there and
That's fine.
flip burgers
Flip
on that
burgers.
spatula.
No, I just want to thank you and the future team, man. I think it's cool what you guys are doing and helping out, and
Yeah, man.
it's gonna be a good atmosphere.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fun time, fun vibes. There'll be a lot of cool things going on, and we'll try and have mix it up a little bit. Maybe throw a little cornhole tournament or something like that. Caleb will have to do it left-handed.
Yeah, well. Don't count on me winning. Don't ask me to be your partner.
We'll be good, man. We'll go up there and have a good time. I'm looking forward to it. Huge thank you to Fox, Oakley. Those guys really stepped up big time for us. Verified Graphics came up, and I don't know if you noticed the semi, but the semi's got some new tattoos on the semi they put on there the other day.
I'm sure they look good.
So they fixed that, and there was a spot on the semi that some of the clear coat had come up, so they peeled that all off and redid it. It looks really good. So got a couple new tattoos on the semi, so that'll look good for those all of our sponsors and people that help get us up there. But like I said, big thanks to Fox and Oakley. Can't wait to see those guys not next week, the week after, but up at Minios. And anybody that's in the area, man, come by, say hi to us, talk to us, let us know your thoughts, tell us what's going on, what you like about the podcast, what you like about Wilfredo's reels and Instagram stories and YouTube stuff, and tell us what we can do more of or do better of.
Yeah, tell us any ideas you got for guests and shows.
But yeah, any other ideas, any videos you want to see other than Caleb crashing?
We need to find that video.
We do. Any of those stuff, that's the cool thing about what we've got. We haven't done a cold brew conversation in a while either, Shane.
No, I have an idea for the podcast though.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, I'm serious. Like, nobody ever interviews the Monster Girls and their experiences at the races. Why is that funny?
What is that like? Is that Future MX After Dark?
No, I'm just, those girls are out there standing in heels all day and suffering through the races. Like, we should talk to them and see how they feel about the races and, their experiences,
I agree.
Yeah, reach out to one. Get that lined up.
Okay. I know a couple.
Get that lined up. We'll figure that part out. But anything else, again, make sure you like, subscribe, follow us. The biggest thing we need right now is our subscribers on all of our different platforms, channels, YouTube, everything you got. Make sure you like and subscribe it, and we'll go from there. Thanks, boys. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.